Good morning. Welcome to Garden by the Yard. My name's Richard. Guys, it's middle of May. It's a Saturday, morning time. And it's been a couple weeks since I made any video at all, but I've got some things to do in the garden today, and I thought I'd take you along, show you what I'm gonna do. Let me take you out to the garden and show you some things that are gonna get done today, and I will catch you up on the cabbage plants and the peppers and the tomato plants. That's basically in the plan today. So give me just a few minutes and we'll get out to the garden. Well, I'm not going to be planting the pepper plants today. I've been hardening them off for the last 4 or 5 days, but I think I'm going to wait about another week before I put them into the ground. They just don't look big enough for me to put in yet, but I think another 7 days and they're going to be ready. Let's go out to the garden. Well, I've got several things to get done today, and I'm going to be taking the row tunnel off of the cabbage, and I've got to get the bottom leaves cut off, the ones that are touching the ground. And I did put some tomato plants in yesterday before I went to work, and they spring back up. You know, every time I go to transplant them, they don't look too good, and I pray to God, please Lord, protect my tomato plants. And today I come out and they've sprung back up and they're starting to look healthy again. And I really love this landscape fabric. I've been using it now for about 4 years, and really do love this stuff. Gonna take this high tunnel off and gonna get the cabbage leaves trimmed up. I do have a piece of fence, cattle panel, that I've got to put right there and connect it to this so I can get the rest of the tomato plants in. My loofah, it is coming up, and I've got to get some bug dust on it because I'm already having a bug issue, and you can see it. You know, they're munching away on that one and on that one, so I've got to try to save them. The ones over here, the middle one is getting eaten up. The end one looks good. So let me get this cattle panel up and get the row tunnel fabric rolled over, and I'll come get you again. Guys, just wanted to show you my mix that I use. I just take a bag of the cheapest topsoil that I can get, and then I take about 5 handfuls of peat moss. And then over here, the amendments that I put in is I shake a couple of handfuls of Miracle-Gro Shake and Feed, and then a couple of handfuls of all-purpose slow release fertilizer. It's a 444, and then a couple of handfuls of bone meal. Bone meal supposedly helps the roots establish just a little bit faster. Let's go ahead and go out to the garden, and I took the cover off of the cabbages, and I'll show you what they look like now. They've really come a long way in a couple of weeks. I've got to take the bottom leaves off of these cabbages so that they will form a better cabbage head, supposedly. I've grown them both ways. I don't know if there's much of a difference, but I think there is. I think taking the bottom leaves off of the cabbages actually helps the head develop just a little bit bigger, and I get bigger cabbage heads. Got the rest of that fence panel up, and right now I am going to start planting some tomato plants, and I've got them on the other side over there, as you can see. And I'm going to show you how I do it. There's a lot of ways to plant tomato plants. I'm just going to show you what I do, and there's that mix that I showed you earlier of what I use in it. And let me get this set up. So these are an Amish paste tomato plant. As you can see, these are the two starter leaves right here. I'm going to plant this plant all the way down to the starter leaves, and this is all going to be in the ground. The reason for that is when a tomato plant touches soil, it's actually going to sprout roots right here. And this makes a very healthy plant. Guys, in December, I'm still getting tomatoes. And all the way into middle of November, I'm still getting blooms. Let me put this in the ground. So what I do is I take a handful of soil, put it in the bottom because it's got slow release fertilizer. Then I set that in there to those bottom leaves, and I put a couple of handfuls on each side. And then the soil that I used with the drill, the auger, I just take and put it and I press down firmly. Not trying to make a brick, I'm just trying to get it set. Now, all I have to do is do that 72 more times, and I'll bring you back just as soon as I get them in the ground. Well, good afternoon. It is the next day. It is Sunday, right after church. And I wanted to show you, I got the tomato plants in, and I watered them in, and they're just now starting to rebound. And they're looking okay. I mean, yesterday after I got them in and got them watered in, they looked like they were on the edge of death. So them standing up like they are, that's a really good thing. Having some allergy issues, so my voice is about gone. Yesterday, I also put in some more squash right here, and I put in some zucchini right where I planted the loofah on the other side of the trellis. I put zucchini right there, and I also put some zucchini right here. So I'm going to have zucchini on the outside, and I'm going to have a loofah on the inside of the trellis right there. And I also put the cover back over the cabbages, so we want to keep the moth off of it so I don't get the cabbage worms. Guys, let me get back to the shop and I'll be right back with you. Well guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. I'll try to get one out early next week. We'll see how the schedule goes. You know, if this is your kind of content, your cup of tea, please like and subscribe. And may God bless you, and may God bless your family.